Wimborne Town beat Clevedon Town 4-1 here at Cuthbury this afternoon, and that was a result that didn't look completely likely at half-time after a first half where Wimborne stuttered, gave the ball away too much and probably, if anything, looked slightly second best. But once James Stockel had pounced on a rebound off the goalkeeper from a John Blake shot on 49 minutes to net, there looked to be only one winner. Mark Gamble scored a cracking goal 11 minutes later with a crisp left foot shot, and shortly after that Sam Griffin scored with a left foot shot after Mark Gamble had done the spade work. The fourth goal came from James Stockel's second knock of the game. Clevedon pressing up by this time, left themselves very exposed at the back. James was first to the ball, looked up and found the goalkeeper about 40 yards off his line, took it to one side and easily put it into the net. To be fair to Clevedon, they never gave up. They got a late counter from Eddie Adams and they hit the bar in the dying minutes. But this was a super performance by Wimborne in the second half. Strong, up the tempo, got men forward where it mattered and hit the target where it mattered. Manager Steve Cuss fielded the same team as had that wonderful win at North Lee last week, but he took the opportunity in the second half to introduce new signing Ian Oliver. He came on for Sam Griffin on 67 minutes to play wide left midfield and looked the competent professional he is. George Webb came on for Jamie Davidson on 71 minutes and Aidan Sainsbury came on late on to get a run.
On the way around, he came off.
Came off, I beg your pardon, thank you Dave. Aidan Sainsbury came off.
Matt Kemble.
Matt Kemble, of course. Matt Kemble came on late on for a run. This is a thoroughly excellent performance by Wimborne in the second half. No midweek game for us this week. We're at Paulton Rovers next week and we hope to see you there. I've got Steve Cuss with me after today's 4-1 win over Clevedon Town. Steve, a disappointing first half, but we seem to really up the tempo in the second half.
Yeah, I think it was exactly that. We were disappointed first half. I thought that maybe this is what one or two teams might come and do here now. I thought they were quite content to keep it at 0-0 and just look to try and snatch it on the break. But if it happens, we've got to make things happen from our point of view. And I thought we were just letting the game pass us by. We weren't really, pushing on and putting authority into the game, and it was just drifting us by a little bit. And as a result, we come in at 0-0. And I just said to the players at half-time, I wanted a bit more. I wanted us to take a little bit more of a risk and push on to them and start to turn them a little bit more. And obviously, we had that decent spell where we got our goals. So, delighted to get the result in the end.
And some good performances all over the pitch. Patrick Wilson had an excellent game and was rightly named man of the match. Mark Gamble, a cracking left foot shot. But a word for James Stockel, who hasn't had much of the limelight since he arrived from Bashley, but 2 goals today. The second one, sheer determination and well taken goal.
I think with James, you just don't see the work that he does. It's a big thing when that ball's cleared up and you've got someone who can hold on to it. And I think he's been superb of late. And his goal last week and his 2 goals today, it's just a reward for him for his perseverance and his hard work. And I thought he was outstanding today. I'm really delighted with him.
Big favourite of mine, I have to say, James. Showed the strength of the bench that we were able to bring on George Webb and new boy Ian Oliver, as well as Aidan Sainsbury in the second half. Quality players coming up off the bench.
Yeah, I think the players know that as well. They know the way I like to pick the side. If you got the shirt, you keep it, and you've got to perform well. But I think we've got and we are able to make changes from the bench, and we've got some quality players within the squad. So they're all going to play a massive part to us. Hopefully we can keep everyone happy because all the players will be needed from between now and the end of the season if we want to achieve what we want to try and get to.
Yeah, this was Ian Oliver's debut for the club. A word about him. What do you think he'll bring to the squad?
Yeah, first of all, he's left-footed. He's got that quality on the ball. He's a good defender as well, and he's got that experience that will add to us. I think he's probably his best position is left back, but you saw today he come and played midfield, and he can play centre half as well. So again, the players to be able to play different positions is vital with our squad. So really looking for big things for me, and I'm sure he's going to be a good signing for us.
And maybe looking at the squad at the start of the season, a lot of skill in there, but maybe one thing we lacked was a bit of experience. Well, we're certainly solving that problem because Ian's had a lot of experience, Mark Gamble's had a lot of experience, Gary Middleton, a lot of experience.
Yeah, you can't buy that experience. I think we've got talented players, and one of our policies was obviously to look at the Wessex League and bring players up, and then you've got to give those players a little bit of time to adapt to it. The players that we've brought in recently are players that have played at a higher level, so hopefully they come in and hit the ground running. I think you can see that with Gary with his 2 performances, and we're hoping to get the same from Ian, and obviously with James and Mark and their experience at a higher level. I think that's going to be vital, and we're under a little bit of pressure today because people talk talking about just steamrolling a side that's near the bottom, and it's not like that. We have to go out there and we have to play and perform, and it wasn't quite going our way at half time, but that's when you need those experienced players just to settle things down and do what they did second half, take their chances and go on and win the game. So experience is going to be vital for us.
To put it in perspective as well, Clevedon have won their last 2 league matches without conceding a goal, so they're absolutely no mugs, and they showed they could play a bit today. There's no question about that.
They had a fantastic win midweek, and they've got some good players, and they come to us probably with a bit of confidence. But that spell in the second half probably killed them off, where we got the quick goals, and that's what we've got on our side. We're able to do that, and long may it continue.
Any knocks in the dressing room?
No, we've got no knocks. We're just trying to, obviously, there's a few lads in there who haven't had a lot of game time recently. Aidan, who's started the last 2 games, and Gary, who's come in after a brief spell out, and Ian and George Webb, and we're just trying to get players up to match tempo, and that's what we're trying to do with our substitutions today.
Okay, good performance. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.